But, yeah. But that's how inspiring these people are. These are amazing instructors. I'm going to miss them like crazy along with the rest of my classmates.
Okay. Are you recording this? Yeah. Okay.
I decided to write this poem after Cadaver Lab because, you know, we got to see all the muscles on a real human being, and it was incredible and amazing and fantastic and creepy and smelly and weird and an amazing experience.
I'm going to put it on YouTube, so that's
But afterwards, Brenda asked me, we were discussing, you know, what our favorite muscles were. And Brenda was like, what's your favorite muscle? And I hadn't decided yet. I was like, I need to figure this out. So I thought about it, and I wrote a poem about it. It's called The Search for My Favorite Muscle. The greatest muscle in the face is late to make the rating. The masseter is flacciter when isn't masticating. Doctors order up a rudder cup for surgical repair. Supraspinatus is the oddest and most common for a tear. The biceps and the triceps may impress when at the beach. It's flexion and extension for your elbows each to reach. A bunch of wrist extensor tendons form a wad inside us. Play tennis and your elbow might catch epicondylitis. The trapezius is easiest to palpate on your back, with lower, mid, and upper lines of pull it doesn't lack. The lats, in fact, attach a back to aponeurosis. They don't boast but do the most when swimming is your focus. Of course, I had the foresight to include the dorsi's helper. The teres major lies beneath the minor's major shelter. There's a muscle that I heard that girls in Brenda like to see, due solely to this reason, serratus rates at number 3. In Bellingham, the diaphragm may not work as well, but that's because the laws above make weed legal to sell. It's transversus versus rectus as we traverse us down the abs, supporting backs beat sporting packs so the TA clearly nabs. Iliacus and the psoas both combine to flex our hips. This was taught and not forgotten when we did our internships. Thus for us we must discuss the infamous sartorius, not the strongest but the longest, it's the Latin word for glorious. I'll miss this class with all their sass and all the witty banter, and all the times in lab with Paula's hand on my trochanter. It's time to stretch with PNF, so please contract, relax. Could there be a better muscle in the body than glute max? Some have no acetal disease or possibly monstrosities, but you and me are pleased to see it pads our tuberosities. I did some squats and lunged a lot, hypertrophy, it grew, and even though I love it so, it's aptly number 2. From the ish tubes, I wish you would roll it when it's sore, for the sorest piriformis we can't morally ignore. Since sciatic nerve sporadically gets pinched, I don't adore. You may have noticed while on this locus, I skipped the pelvic floor. Go figure 8 adductors, a deduction if you choose, which probably will turn your knee when kicked in the debuts. Now we oversee the knee, quads and hammies are the closest, to cramp is active insufficiency and semitendinosis. Drama from a trauma is myositis ossificans. The pain can be compared to Miley Cyrus imposter bands. This is where our journey ends. It was certainly a tussle, but the gastrocnemius seems is my favorite muscle. It gives you swiftness, quickness, and agility and speed, so raise your heels to witness thickness. It's beautiful indeed. Running, cutting, jumping into parkour over rocks, you couldn't do what's fun to you without the great gastrocs. Oh, the things I didn't know just a measly year ago, the hustle and the bustle, the muscles head to toe. Although sometimes I felt as though my head was made of brick, I can summarize what made me wise in 2 words, pretty slick. To my classmates, the sad dates when we go our separate ways, but we've all connected, and I bet that will amaze as PTAs. So thank you for the knowledge and the confidence and skill, Brenda, Patty, Margaret, and Loretta, Jamie, Jill. Woo!